Hi book lovers, my name is Christina and welcome back to Cozy Novel Niche. Today we are in a definitely different location because I'm currently at vacation for a couple of days in Tuscany in a small B&B, and I just found this lovely corner with a bit of light from the window, and I just decided to film this video because it's time. It's again that time of year when I have to face the fact that I have a problem with book buying, and so I'm going officially on a book buying ban. Let me explain the reasoning here. So, first of all, I own a huge amount of physical books that I have not read yet. Then, as a second point, we have the fact that I'm moving houses and I'm not sure how many shelving space I will actually have, so I have to see it first in order to know how many books I can keep or no. So that's the second fact. The third thing is that I own a huge amount of ebooks that I'm just forgetting about. And then I have a huge amount of audiobooks that I have access to and that I should read sooner or later instead of just adding them to my never-ending list of books to listen to. Plus, there is the fact that I've recently watched a video, and I will leave the link down below if I will remember to, from a man who was talking about something very interesting, and it's something that I already knew, and that suddenly just kind of sparked this realization in my mind, and it's that technically book buying and book reading are two completely different hobbies. And apparently lately, even more so after the pandemic, or in the pandemic, I don't know if we actually can tell that we're after the pandemic, but like after the lockdown, let's say, I just started actually hoarding books and reading very little of them. I actually have some problems with my attention span as far as reading is concerned, and I'm trying to reverse it and to go back to normal. But otherwise, actually, book buying and book reading have become two completely separate hobbies, because when I want to buy a book, it's just the rush of wanting, clicking, getting, and that's it. And then there is receiving and just kind of flipping through the pages, looking at it and telling, oh, how beautiful it is, and then I put it on the shelf and then I forget about it. Instead, what I want to rekindle is my love for book reading. And this is not something that will happen only if I will buy more books, but it will happen if I will actively start reading them. And actually, there is a Japanese term that I've always known, and it's always, not always of course, but that I've known about, and it's Tsundoku. And I believe that this is where I am right now. Tsundoku means when you collect books, you have a stack of books that are all or almost all unread. So it's just a collection of unread books that you have. And this kind of defines what I'm leading right now. I'm buying more and more books, but I'm reading less and less. So this is something that has to definitely stop, because I want to be a reader. I don't want to be a collector. I want to be a proper reader again. So what I decided to do is to go officially on a book buying ban. And the reason why I'm filming it is that it's kind of a way for me to make myself accountable for it, because if I share it with you, then it's kind of more real and it's out there. So I will refrain from buying books. I guess that for now I will put myself a limit, like at my birthday. So we're talking about end of July of 2023, which means that by that point I will be living in my new home, hopefully. And I will have like a real idea of the space that I have and if I need more books, and I will see how I will be going on with my reading experience. So I won't buy, sorry for the church, the bells, I don't know if you can hear them in the background. And yeah, pretty much I won't buy anything. This time I won't make for myself any excuse like I will buy books for Christmas. No Christmas book buying, no anything. I will just kind of buy something if I will go on some trip. Then maybe I will allow myself to buy some books. I still have that trip to Japan that I would really love to do as my honeymoon maybe next year at this point, but we don't know. So if I will go to Japan, then I will probably buy some books. Otherwise, it's a complete ban for me. So yeah, this is pretty much everything that I wanted to share. I'm officially on a book buying ban because otherwise I cannot stop and cannot refrain from buying. It's so easy to buy books when you're working and you have access to Amazon and to bookshops, and there is so many temptations out there. There are so many temptations, and so I just have to refrain and I will stop. This doesn't mean that anything will change on the channel. I still have like huge amounts of books in my house, so I will for sure continue reading and reviewing and posting videos here. It's just that I will stop from buying new books. Let me know down below if you have a similar problem and what were your solutions to it. I tried with read some amount of books, then buy for yourself a book ratio, something like that, but it didn't work out. At the end, I end up like reading one book and then patting myself on the shoulder and telling myself like, yeah, you gained 2, 3, 4, 5 more books that you can buy, and it doesn't work for me. So I had to go with something a little bit more drastic and here we are today. So this is it for today's video. Let me know down below what are your thoughts about it, if you think that it may work out, or if you know that it had actually worked out for you, it has worked out for you or for someone that you know. And I will see you very soon in my next video in my usual location, because today was just an exception. I just felt the need to film this video because I have to put it out there. It's like a goal of mine, and so I just needed to film it on a whim. So thank you so much for watching, and I will see you very, very soon in my next video. Bye! Ciao!